Bloodborne is rated mature 17 plus by the ESRB for blood and gore and violence. This Let's Play is directed at an adult audience and will feature adult language and discussion of the subject material. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello there, gamers. I'm the Orange Ranger, and welcome to another episode of Bloodborne on Orange Ranger Plays. To let you know right off the bat, this is the second-ish episode of post-commentary due to some more errors that finally pushed me over to recording my audio onto the PC with stuff I already had and I just wasn't sure was working. I say second-ish because at about the 14-minute mark of this episode, I realized what happened, and I was able to start recording, so at that point, we will transition over. Last time, we managed to defeat Vicar Amelia, learning a little more about the history of the church, just really namely that some guy named Lawrence left some guy named Master Willem, and we all need to fear the old blood, which is a passphrase that's going to get us through a door at some point. I poke around all of these corners while I was talking about something that I'm sure was just vitally important to something. I mean, again, lost commentary exists in the lost media world. You know, I can't pull it back. It's gone. So, it's funny. I don't need to apologize. I've heard so many content creators say this, Twitch streamers and stuff, where it's like, I don't need to apologize, but I do need to apologize. Which is just to say that we realize that our audience is not expecting us to apologize, but as people who take pride in the work we put out, we feel the need to apologize. So, you know, I'm a little frustrated that I've had several issues with the camera recording commentary, and just that, and like the SD card on it filling up, ending some episodes, and then completely forgetting it and having to do post commentary and etc. etc. And I say scuffed, which is a joking term that I picked up from Jerms McHenry, although I've heard Harry use it as well. But, like, in a way it feels kind of true. I struggle with a little bit of depression and anxiety. I've talked about this in other places. I think especially that episode of Link to the Past where I announced that I'd gotten fired from my 9-to-5 job. So, like, messing up on things like this can hurt a little bit, can sting the pride a little. I promised that I was going to talk about these because what are those? And I'm not just talking about, like, what are they supposed to be statues of. I'm talking about, like, just like the ladies outside reaching out and, like, people put candles on them. Are they statues of things that were made? Or were they the actual things that were petrified and then people are like, well, put them up there? They have bases, so I would think carved statues, but that is a wicked, screwed up, fucked up imagination. I head out this door and I start to say, hey, I have to remember I've been to a lantern because there's enemies out here. Oh, by the way, like this one. So I took a little damage from him, but at least, you know, as I stepped out the door, I was aware. So then there's the other one with that stick. That stick. Don't ask me, I don't know. But he's dead, so that's good. When you defeat Vicar Amelia, some things change. I don't know at what opportunity I take to look up at the sky, but it has gone from sunset to night. Killing bosses passes the time in Bloodborne. And I was showing from this point, there's a number of branching paths you can go down. There's a pathway over here that I know leads to a showdown with 2 hunters, I believe at the same time. So that's fun, and I'm like, not yet. Don't know how I feel about taking on 2 hunters simultaneously. On this same level, to the other direction, the other side of the stairs, is another long pathway that I believe leads you into the Forbidden Woods, which we'll be seeing later in either this or the next episode, but not by going that way, funny enough. Another change after defeating Vicar Amelia. I don't know if these giant cathedral dudes are sad about it or it just somehow messed up with their head brain or what, but they kneel and just stop. And they do not move until you hit them or get really close to them. Their aggro circles get really small and are primarily in front of them. It would be a great opportunity to get a visceral, which is what I was trying to do, but I don't know if that'll work on creatures this large. But that was risky, and I really shouldn't have done it. I really should have stepped back and healed and then attacked, but you can get a little tilted, and I was like, I just need to hit you one more time. So, you know, you live, you learn, and then you get loves. Okay. I was just checking these ways just in case, but there's nothing there. And so, I had decided at this point to go ahead and try to head... Hey, Scythe dude! Ow. I like your scythe, and I don't like you. Bastard. Alright. My goal here was to head back to that door that asked us for a password. Because we know it now. Fear the old blood, which is technically a passphrase, but I'll do a visceral on this guy so you don't have to worry about it. Use with the stick, like I said. Annoying range when he just mainly stabs it down. And then there's a puppy. And I took care of the puppy. And then you're going to see I'm going to end up on this ladder. And I was like, no, I just got stuck. I was just trying to check the puppy for stuff. And then I was like, you know what? What is up here? Because I didn't quite remember. So I'm looking at roofs. And I'm like, okay, up here on the roof. And then there's a ladder. And this is all starting to look very familiar. It may not have been this side. It may have been the other side. But up on one of these roof-type rampart areas was the note that told us that the password is the adage of the church. So, good. Then I'm just going to slide down in here. I mean, maybe there's one enemy, but I mean, nothing too bad could happen. Oh, there's multiple enemies, and one of them is very strong. But you know what? Who came out alive? Orpington McFaz. Thank you very much. Alright. I say that too much, too. Alright, alright, alright. Make a compilation of me saying, alright. If you want to do that. Be my guest. Kind of... Oh, so I'm very cautious here because I hear that insight sucker, that... I'm like, well, I can get a visceral on this dude. Takes away all his health, but since it ticks down, you still get to do the visceral. So that's neat. And then I get shot in the face. So, you know, that's good. I started to say I am going to do compilation videos for some of my series. For Link to the Past, I'll tell you I am working on a best of video, which is going to be 1 minute from every episode, clips and stuff that I consider the best, so that video will be about 32 minutes long. And then I'm going to do probably about 2 like sleep aid long-term videos where the episodes are edited in back to back. I've seen other YouTube creators do that, and that's kind of a neat thing, something you can play if my voice for some reason helps you sleep. And have that to watch over a long period of time. And it can be a more convenient way for people to watch the series than the individual episodes, even if I eventually get monetized, and would be better by seeing them all individually. I don't know. Anyway, I will say it is near this point in just a couple minutes when I realize about the fact that I wasn't recording commentary. So I grabbed items here. I paused. This isn't why I paused. I'll be standing on the stairs. So when I walk up to the stairs, I think I was just looking at if I had something or anything. I start to walk up the stairs and you'll see me stop flat. Right there. That's where I realized. So, I think I stand here for a couple minutes and look and think about what to do and stuff. I'm going to crossfade this to the point where the commentary takes over. Again, I'm sorry for the scuff. Thank you for enduring this post-commentary, and we will now resume the episodes as normal. I swear on my life I am one of the most scuffed Let's Players you are ever going to see. So this was the point when I realized that I started recording this and went probably almost an hour without realizing that I had never pressed record. I need to, print myself out like a checklist of, good levels on the mic. Is the SD card empty? Do you have a timer set? Which, by the way, I don't, although, yeah. I was going to set a timer for 2.5 hours when I started recording commentary, and the fact that I never set that timer should have been another hint. But yes, that is why that past episode and some of this episode were done in post-commentary, because I'm an idiot, to be honest, and didn't realize that I wasn't recording my commentary at all. So now we are here and proceeding with what I hope I remember in terms of having defeated Vicar Amelia and finding out that the passcode is Fear the Old Blood, and trying to find our way back to that door. Not that door. That's not going to be a helpful door. I've already talked to you, right?
Help me! Please help! Help me!
Okay. Well, you weren't going to let me in to help you, so...
My baby! My precious little baby! Stay away! Stay away, boy!
So this is actually very interesting. It sounds like things have changed. One other thing I needed to point out from the walkthrough that I hopefully mentioned in post-commentary, I don't know because I haven't recorded it yet, is that defeating Vicar Amelia changes the time of day from sunset to night. And it changes some enemy placement. It makes this guy think he's got a possible shot of dealing with me when he really doesn't. It changes enemy placement. It changes some enemy strength. The game starts to get even a little bit harder. But another thing it seems to have changed is that the people that were inside and kind of scoffing about the idea that a hunter would try to come in are now seemingly dealing with some problems. Okay, you're still fine. How's the whorehouse?
Oh, thank goodness. You're a hunter, aren't you, dear? Might you know of a safe place? The night is long and a very little of the incense left. Please, there must be some nice place to run off to.
So, interesting that they didn't ask me that before. But we can tell her about Odin Chapel. I have a very vague memory about this character and the old woman not getting along, but I don't think it wrecks anything in a bad way. By the way, I do realize, in case any of you were wondering, there is another quote-unquote safe place you can send people to, and that is to Iasefka, all the way back at the sick room, where we first woke up. I say finger quotes because the pretty strong implication is sending people there to be safe is basically sending them to go get experimented on. But, hey, I guess they won't be, dead from beasts.
Oh, thank you, dear. Perhaps I'll see you there.
Oh, trust me, you will.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye. So we've told her about that. She will give us something that is useful, at least at some point. Up the stairs, up the stairs. Hi! I don't like having this item. Go ahead, take us away. My turn. I love how we were equally effective there. Equally good aim. Alright. This is looped back around, isn't it? Dang it. Yeah, you're the flame sprayer. I don't like you. Shoot! I was perfectly prepared to dodge that, but then you... It was locked onto the crow instead. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, but we're back around to this main plaza. Maybe if I go that other main way where I'll be able to deal with Mr. Tentacle Insight Taker. So, that was not their behavior before, you may notice. Now these giant dudes are kind of slumped over, and I am certain that attacking them will still lead to them trying to attempt your murder death. But maybe we can get viscerals. Or maybe you can't stun something that large. That was really dumb, by the way. I completely acknowledge. What I want to see is, will they get aggressive if I approach them? Yes. Thought they may have just gone into like a sleep mode where, if you didn't attack them, they wouldn't attack you. It's kind of funny to me how giving me bloodstone shards right now is like doubly frustrating. Number one, because both of my main weapons can't be upgraded by those anymore. For a second I thought, I am kind of, like, I'm stepping over that, but I'm also kind of glitching into it. Both of my weapons can't be upgraded by those anymore, and I want twin bloodstone shards, and the game's not giving them to me. Hi. I don't like you. Roll it back. Because his next attack is going to be a grabby to get my brains. I knew he was dead, but I kept swinging to try to hit the crow too. So, Okay. Ah, yes. This is the way. Alright. If we go through here and we go... Wait, isn't this where... No. Wait, were you here before? And I can't help but notice that there's a dead.
Oh, good to see you safe. Now,
You
let's
too?
think up something to discuss. Just tell me what piques your interest.
Okay, there's a new entry. Let's talk about the corrupted Vile Bloods.
Ah, there's something I want to tell you.
What I just asked you about?
Wisdom from the eminent master Logarius. Once, a scholar betrayed his fellows at Berbenworth and brought forbidden blood back with him to Canehurst Castle.
Once a scholar
It was
betrayed his
there
fellows at
that
Burger
the
King.
first of the inhuman Vile Bloods was born.
He bought up
The
all
Vile
of
Bloods are
the
fiendish
bacon
creatures
cans.
who threaten the purity of the Church's blood healing. The ruler of the Vile Bloods is still alive today. And so, to honor my master's wishes, I search for the path to Canehurst Castle. I bid you farewell. It has been a pleasure. May the good blood guide your way.
Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and tell you now, and I guess, I don't really know who this is, but they apparently killed them. This ties into one of those kind of video gamey faction choice systems. You will eventually be given the choice to join the Vile Bloods and become a Vile Blood, or to honor your deal with this dude and take him out. So we'll be ready for that down the road, but right now we're going to go down the stairs, because that's going to lead us to this door.
The password.
Keep quiet, and don't go through the door or fear the old blood. I want you all to remember something. Somebody in this room just asked us for a password. He's already dead. Take a look at his skeleton. All right. But I love that. This is one of my favorite little touches in the entire game. And I'm glad that I'm recording commentary and you're hearing this live. I just love that somebody in here asked you for a password. You give the password, the door opens, you find a man that's already dead, and the game gives you Madman's knowledge because that's weird. So, anyway, we are headed into a new area. Down the stairs we go. You spin me right. Anytime you're going through like a spirally type area, you spin me right round just pops into my head. Okay, so out we come. There will be a point that I can touch where the game will go, oh, you're in a new place. But first, okay. Welcome to the Forbidden Woods. I will say, this is, all right. Again, this is the scuffed walkthrough. This is the scuffed Let's Play from hell, but, wait, there should be, okay. Wow, I'm doing real well. I just want you all to know. Okay. The walkthrough does not say to go to this area next. The walkthrough says to go back and take care of old Yarnham next. And I was like, well, I'm going to do this instead. And that's why I came here, because I felt like it was kind of a lingering plot thread that the cutscene just helped us. It seems like this is the way the game wants you to go, right? Because it gave you the answer to that question. I was like, no, let's go ahead and take care of old Yarnham, because I think that's kind of a closed-in, self-contained area. But then it double occurred to me that if this is a new area, there should somewhere along this line be a lantern that would let me come right back. So I am going to proceed along this demarcation. I hear Emily's. What's back here? Oh, look at me finding the secrets. Twin bloodstone shards. I can upgrade a weapon. I can upgrade my saw spear. Oh, hi. Oh, am I glad that didn't hit me. You see, it just, okay, in that case, it did hit me. Makes him about 50 times more dangerous. Oh. And I died, so that's good. I'm glad. Alright, so, you know what? This recording is at 26 minutes. I know the last episode ran a little bit long, although seeing as it didn't have commentary on it anyway, I may have edited it to not do that. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode, and then I'm going to, off-screen, head back to that area, get my echoes back, find the lantern, and then return here, and on the next episode, we'll head to Old Yarnham. So, we'll do that next time. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Bloodborne on Orange Ranger Plays. I greatly appreciate it. Down in the comments below, what do you think of the winding path in this? Is it interesting and creative to have a bunch of different ways to go a bunch of different places, or do you prefer games that are kind of straightforward in terms of your objectives and what you need to do? Let me know about that down in the comments below. While you're down there, make sure you hit the thumbs up button to let me know that you liked this video. If you're not subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe. We are getting near to 100 subscribers, so I'd like to hit that. And if we can get to 100 subscribers, I'll do some kind of special episode. I don't know what yet, but we'll figure that out when we get to 100 subscribers. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let other people know. I am on social media, on Twitter at OrangeRNGRPlays, on Twitch, Orange_Ranger_Plays, Facebook, Orange Ranger Plays fan page. And if you would like to give any financial support to the channel, check me out on Patreon or Ko-fi or Teespring at Orange Ranger Videos. Until next time, heroes, may the power of the old blood protect each and every one of you. Yay!